Alright, welcome back to Shaving with Fuzzy. I'm Fuzzy. Hi y'all. On Monday afternoon. Or should be coming, well yeah, it's going to be a little afternoon. I've got work at 2 today. Got up a little while ago and walked the dogs and this, that, and the other. So it's a little afternoon. Time to start getting ready to go back to work after the weekend. I actually had this whole weekend off. It was pretty nice. Went over Saturday to my dad's, and we took him out to eat lunch. Been a while since I'd been over, and I didn't get a chance to take him out for Father's Day or his birthday or anything. And so we went over and made up for that. Went to a place called Crawfish Town, USA, in Cecilia, Louisiana. And if you don't know it, feel free to Google it. And if you're ever in that part of the world, I highly recommend it. Really good. Really good. And I've been losing weight. I'm down to a size 34 pants, about 155 pounds. At one time I was wearing 42s at about 250 pounds. And these diabetic meds ain't no joke. But I don't particularly lose anymore. But I've definitely been losing. And so yeah, all these 36 pants and stuff I have are wanting to fall off all the time. So I got some 34s. And they fit really good. I can get into them and everything's good there. So there we go. I guess that's what's going on. Been a little while since I made a video. Been busy. I've started to make a few and something would happen. And I started to make one last week. And right in the middle of the video, my stomach decided to give out. So y'all didn't get that video. But anyway, it's alright. So it's Monday. Micromatic Monday. We're going to even make it a little bit better this Monday. We're going to do a ClogPruf. Everybody knows me more than a couple of minutes know that when it comes to a micromatic, the original is my favorite. But we're going to do a ClogPruf, pretty little ClogPruf. This is a second use treat blade, carbon steel. Because I still like carbon steel blades. Alright, it's Monday. So we're going to make it a Mitchell's Monday too. And you wouldn't know this was Mitchell's if I didn't tell you. But that's Mitchell's, the wool fat. And we're going to do that. And to finish up, we're going to do a little Monday musk with the Aqua Velva musk. Which is, you know, very, in my opinion, very nice. Very nice. But anyway, not a whole lot been going on around here, I guess. Just typical stuff. Paying the bills, going to work. Last weekend, or now weekend before last, not, you know, day before yesterday, but anyway. Ended up over in Houma, Louisiana working. They woke me up that morning. Was going to make a trip over to Pops that day. Didn't work out. But they woke me up. It's an 86-mile trip. Takes a solid 2 hours. And you got to drive down the bayous. All the roads in that part of the world follow the bayous around. That's just how it is. And one thing that people kind of get a kick out of when they come and visit and they're not from around here in places like that is we measure distance and time. Because it doesn't really matter how far it is in miles. That does not matter at all. If you've got to wind your way down the bayous and you got to stop here and you got schools there that are going to slow things, what matters is how long it's going to take you to get there. And I'm on YouTube a little bit, mostly to keep up with family stuff, but I'll sit there and scroll through. And I saw one of the guys, he's British, and Josh, I think is his name. He's all over the place. But that was one of the things that he was talking about, how we measure distance and time. And it's just how it is. I mean, it doesn't always matter how far it is in miles. What matters is how long it's going to take you to get there. I can go to Alexandria, Louisiana, which is, you know, 100 and, I don't remember right now the exact, but anyway, I can be in Alexandria in 2 hours, and it's a lot further. But, you know, it's supposed to running on good 4-lane roads, and then you hit the interstate and 75-mile-an-hour speed limit. And so, you know, you can make it. I should have showed that growth there. I didn't shave over the weekend, so it's, you know, 2 days. I don't remember if I shaved Friday, maybe 3 days growth. So anyway, and I got a haircut yesterday. Anyway, that's just how it is down here. They always make fun of that kind of stuff, but that's just how it is. But doing all right. I was sick for a little while again, but get over stuff and you get going. I don't know, I think one of the last times I did a video, maybe I was battling an infection, skin infection, cellulitis I think they call it, in my leg, and that's cleared up. Still having a few issues, but that's all right. Well, I tell you what, like I say, the original Micromatic is absolutely my favorite of the Micromatics. You know, you got the original, which was the open comb. There's no need to say open comb Micromatic, just say Micromatic and it's the open comb. And you had the ClogPruf, and then you had the flying wing or the guiding eye, depending on which model you had. And they all do a great job. Run them flat. That's what they tell you when you get them. Is you run the cap flat on the skin, and that's pretty much how you run them. They're easy. They're cheap. They're built like Russian tanks. I always tell folks, and this is the original Micromatic is the razor that got me into single edge shaving. I had gotten one after my aunt passed away. We were cleaning out our house, and my uncle, or it was a great aunt actually, my Aunt Nell, and my Uncle John made sure I got a box of stuff, and that was in the box he gave me. Now, I wish I still had that original razor. I don't. I don't know why I didn't. I've got plenty of the, Micromatics of the different versions, but I just don't have that razor anymore. But that's what got me. And then I didn't know what it was. Didn't know anything about it. So I jumped online, and that's how I got into it. Met a dude by the name of Dave Irving, who's been out of the web for a while. He was gone for a while, and then he popped up in Toast for a little while, and then he was gone again. So I'm not 100% sure what was going on with that. There's things that happen sometimes that cause that kind of stuff. But anyway, that's how I got into the single edge. And if you're a wet shaver, and all you do is stick to those two-sided thingies, and you haven't tried a single edge shaving, you need to branch out and try some single edge. Safety razors, the original safeties we call them. Not expensive. I can still buy the treat blades local. I realize not everybody can do that, and you may have to order your blades, and I realize that can be inconvenient. Of course, I imagine there's plenty of folks that have to order all their blades. I don't know if everybody can go down to the store and even pick up double-edged blades. I can. I picked some up the other day, but they're not the good, not what you would call your high, high brand names or whatever. All right, boy, that's cleaning up nice. But I can go buy serviceable blades. And then I can buy a treat. I got those. Well, I'll have to look at the sideburns after it's over with, because I don't have my glasses on. I can't really see them. Be honest. But anyway, let's get to work today and see if I can get to work without getting run over. These people these days, the kids are starting to come back for school. It's getting to be that time. And the things are starting to get absolutely nuts out on the road again. I was going to work the other day and I stopped. They have an intersection, and everybody knows that at every light change there's going to be that last car that has to race under the red light. So when your light turns green, you absolutely do not go without looking for that car. You don't, or you're going to get T-boned. It's just how it is. And I guess probably sometimes I've been that car. But anyway, so I let the dude go and I start going. And then all of a sudden, there's a Ford Explorer literally right in front of me. I mean, I hit the brakes and everything that was on the seats ended up in the floorboards. And I don't know about you, I carry a lot of junk, and that's a pretty good bit of noise when everything came off the seats. I got an old Expedition. So I got room for a lot of junk. And man, I was not happy with that person. Always, I'm not worried about my driving. I think I do pretty good defensively. But other people driving scares me absolutely to death. But I guess that's not unique around here. We're going to get our Witch Hazel pass in here. But pay attention, folks. Jeez. Remember, when you come up to an intersection and the light's not working, that makes it a four-way stop. That don't mean you can just keep zipping through. Because you got people coming up and everybody's just zipping through, you're going to kill everybody. But I don't think people around here understand. A, they don't understand how to use a four-way stop. And B, they don't understand that when that light goes out, that's a four-way stop. Doesn't have to have the flashing red lights. Of course, that's the same way it is if everything's flashing red. But if there's a total malfunction and power goes out and there ain't no light working at all, that's a four-way stop. So I had that experience the other day getting through one of those. And they put up a new light, but it was still covered with burlap. And I run up on it and there was somebody stopped letting people turn. It's like, what are you stopping for? That light's never been active. It's covered. People just don't pay any attention. And then they get mad at you when you honk the horn and wave a finger at them and tell them to get out of the way. Not that I would ever do anything like that. Not me. I'm practically a perfect little angel. I would never. Well, I haven't yet today anyway. But then again, I haven't driven anywhere either. So anyway, there we go. Look at there. Beautiful shave. Got a fresh haircut. Boss ought to be happy about that. Goatee could use a little trim. I may do that after my shower. We'll see how that works out. That was, in case you didn't get a good look at it, my Smart 1305, which is one I call my favorite brush. With the handle customized by Miss Luna. My puppy got old when she was younger. And there we go. Use some Mitchell's wool fat because it's Monday. So it was a Microsoft Monday with the ClogPruf. And we added in some Mitchell's. And we're going to finish up with Aqua Velva Musk. So the Monday M's today. That's what I did. What you did? How's it going out there? What do you think about it? I appreciate you folks that send me a little message every once in a while to keep up if I'm doing okay when I haven't done a video. I don't do as many videos as I used to. Life gets pretty busy and different things happening and it just doesn't always work out. But anyway, we'll see if we can get this one posted up for everybody. Appreciate y'all. Toast is still there if you want to read up on some single edge stuff. I know there's not very many people posting. A lot of days there's nobody posting. And sometimes the whole week nobody posting. Or longer. But anyway, still there. Still open. I still pay the bill to keep the lights turned on. Alright folks, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, watch them red lights. Learn how to use a four-way stop. Don't run over old people like me. And happy shaves to you.